The knives are out. All these narrative war which has started, and the fifth columnists who have started coming openly कि भाई ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, section 144 strife in various places, अदानी के अगेंस्ट पोर्ट में वो स्ट्राइफ हुआ, when Kerala government said नहीं विजेंगम में we will make sure it is completed by the right time, suddenly you get this some that कौन सा H papers है, Hindenburg papers, and somebody
Hindenburg.
say हाँ ऐसे सब दूध के धुले, and he says I have proof. If you have proof, why have you source the given the proof on the paper?
And नीचे disclaimer लिखा है सर.
Yeah.
Disclaimer लिखा है कि this is just a study and
assessment and study. अगर assessment and study है तो तुमने open domain में क्यों डाला? See,
sir, he's done this with 16 companies before. Only one has come right.
यार वो भी एक राइट आया होगा, कोई बात हुई होगी, अरे कौन सा कंपनी नहीं करता ये सब यार. बट अभी रिसेंटली दे हैव कम आउट विद देयर पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट डिस्क्लेमर, प्रेस में लेके आया है, बट आई डोंट सी दैट बीइंग डिस्कस्ड इन द मीडिया.
नहीं करेंगे ना सर वो.
नहीं तो गवर्नमेंट को चाबी लगाना है ना क्वाइटली. मोस्ट ऑफ दिस मीडिया सर्वाइव्स ऑन एड्स यार. एड बंद करवा दो, 2 मिनट में बात करना शुरू कर देंगे. जो सबके लिए मत करो, जो इंपॉर्टेंट है उसको बोलो. ये नहीं करोगे तो एड्स बंद हो जाएंगे तुम्हारे, घुटने टिक जाएंगे उनके यार. यू गॉट टू बी रूड एंड रफ विद दीस पीपल. बाकी जो करना है उनको करने बोलो कि ये मैंने बोला, ये नहीं किया तुमको ऐड नहीं आएगा. एड कंपनीज के ऊपर रेड लगा के चाबी लगा दो, ऑटोमेटिकली चुप हो जाएंगे यार. चला देंगे तुम्हारा डिस्कशन, सब करा देंगे. लातों के भूत बातों से नहीं मांगते. वी गॉट टू बी वेरी क्लियर नाउ. गुडी टू शूज नहीं होना. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू बिकम स्ट्रॉन्ग, you cannot be goody two shoes with anybody. Sorry, that those days are over. Because now, as you see, daggers are clearly being drawn, because the timing के साथ you can make out step by step timing के साथ क्या हो रहा है. विजेंगम पोर्ट का हुआ, अदानी केरला गवर्नमेंट ने ये बोल दिया, you said you will be the voice of the global south, and you did that deal prior to that with Sri Lanka, which Sri Lanka has said you are the only one who has helped them out, and in the manner in which you are helping them out, Global South is looking up towards you, and you said you will be the voice of Global South. One success you showed, like I said, success outcomes. People, 120 governments came because you showed that success with Sri Lanka. And now the knives are immediately out against you. मोदी का वो झूठा हुआ निकाल के, जैक स्ट्रॉ का पुराना वो सब निकाल के कर दिया. And then now immediately you have, when that has been banned, you have all their fifth columnists in, because the sahibs are getting hit now. The brown sahibs are getting hit very badly at the moment. So they will do anything for their sahibs to get back to the chair.
And that sahib includes China.
पैसे इनके पास नहीं है तो उनसे ले रहे हैं. It includes China, includes anybody who will give them money. Like I was mentioning last time, Game of Thrones जो है, this is game of chess. So once the knives are out, you have to be firm and strict and start a campaign against them yourself. You can't sit and wait like this. You can't wait now. ये तो clear दिखा रहे हैं, these incidents which have come up, that the knives are out against you. And it's not Europe at this time. It is those Anglo-Saxons and the Chinese.
And they have been talking, sir. Chinese के साथ, when you're saying मेरा दिमाग में कुछ खटक रहा है, the head of the globalist cabal, Blinken.
Pardon?
The head of the globalist cabal, one of the heads of the globalist cabal, one of the biggest globalist neocon in the US establishment today is Antony Blinken.
Yeah.
And he went to China.
बिल्कुल. वो तो you have to be up and about, and you don't have to start drumming it up out on all to the street, but behind the scenes you got to be very firm and strict on what you want. And even if you are not saying it, a lot of debate and other things should start, and articles should have started getting flooded. Should India, because of this happening in in Australia, should India continue with the FTA if this is the kind of thing that they are doing, racism and other things? And if they can't control the racism, why should we do the deal with them? Similarly with UK, that if he is going to
UK
side
तो
up,
needs to make it.
yeah, if you're going to side with Pakistan, then why should we do it? And similarly with USA, that if you're going to arm them, then we've got to think. अब वो इसीलिए रो रहा है because Rafael M has been signed and not your F-18s. He will never get it. After this, you should tell them that you will never get what you are asking for. If this is what you're going to do. See, now you got to be firm with them. You can't be, because they need you more than others.
Correct, sir.
The requirement is yours. Now the threat they are facing is that you will control the 80% of the global market. That who can come in? And tell them in no uncertain terms, I will join up with them and then we will decide who will come in. So don't think you will get your pie. Automatically सुधरना शुरू हो जाएंगे. दो चार जगह दिखा दो. Like in the Southern Pacific को पहले पकड़ो. The weakest link कौन है? न्यूजीलैंड एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया. Southern Pacific आइलैंड्स को पकड़ लो, जूते मार के निकलवा दो उन सबको. वहां पे बोलो हमारे बंदे आएंगे, तुमको ट्रेन करेंगे, तुमको हेल्प करेंगे. खत्म. एंड न्यू डेवलपमेंट बैंक जो वो ब्रिक्स का है, उसके साथ उनको पैसे देना शुरू कर दो. चाइना विल ऑल्सो गेट वरीड, बट दोज आइलैंड्स विल बी वेरी हैप्पी. न्यू डेवलपमेंट बैंक से चला जाएगा, पैसे चले जाएंगे, थोड़े तुम दे दोगे, ट्रेनिंग शुरू कर दोगे. बट मेन थिंग क्या होगा? द लॉस ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंस इन दैट रीजन ऑफ न्यूजीलैंड एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड अ डायरेक्ट थ्रेट टू US, because you have stepped into Pacific. A new player has come into the Pacific. And quietly Lincoln, the two can play the same game.
फिर वो क्या, अभी तो हिंडनबर्ग निकाला है, पता नहीं कौन सा बर्ग निकालेंगे उसके बाद.
वो निकालने दो, बोलो जो निकालोगे we will keep going up. और जो भी इन्होंने साइन किया था with the islands for Guam, उसको बोलेंगे reconsider करो. And get after Mauritius and tell them we will support you. निकालो, यूएन में जाओ, निकालो यूएस को डिगो गार्सिया से.
और we will develop the
बात मत करो, बोलो ब्रिटेन को निकाल दो. ब्रिटेन is in illegal occupation of these islands. So all those documents get torn. Now tell US come, डील करना है. मॉरिशस को इंडिया में बुलाओ, बोलो आ जाओ, यहाँ पे आओ, डील करना है तो करो, हम बात करेंगे तुमसे. और see, these things you have to start doing. It's high time you started now. You're strategizing your game of Go.
Yes, sir. This is war, sir.
Yeah. Weiqi game, you have got to start now the influencing, because you have thrown a card on the table that you will be the
voice of the global south.
No, you've thrown the card on the table to say that you will be the global voice of the global south. So these are the repercussions. We spoke last time when I said repercussions आएंगे, खेला अभी होगा. This is just the opening gambit. Now you're getting their opening gambit. This is their opening gambit abhi, huh? This is not their final. This is the opening gambit. So now you got to strategize your middle game and start working and start pushing for things.
This is the first attack.
Yeah. This is the first step in the opening gambit. Opening gambit may be chess ke game mein there are a number of moves. So this is the first set of moves that have come. तुमने बोला है वॉइस ऑफ ग्लोबल साउथ, उन्होंने बोला है हम ये खेला खेल रहे हैं, उसको काउंटर करने के लिए हम ये कर रहे हैं. अब इनको करने के लिए आप क्या करने वाले हो और किस तरह से. इट इज नॉट लाइक व्हाई आई सेड वेची इज नॉट जस्ट प्रोटेक्टिंग योर नेबरहुड, yourself and your neighborhood. It is also how to present challenge in his neighborhood.
The others, yes, sir.
In his neighborhood. So moment you start presenting challenge in his neighborhood, then he gets worried. Attention gets diverted. वहाँ क्या करना है, यहाँ क्या करना.